Our initial ideas with this ad was to create a perfume that was unique in itself and different to the competition in the market, ultimately reinforcing our brand Le Rivage. We chose the setting and interactions within this ad to connote a more inviting and fun product. With this, we continued to think of whom this product would appeal to. An exciting new fragrance seemed to relate more to the age group of 14 to 17, and with this, we used the following ad to appeal to this specific age group and relate to our brand. With the idea of the age bracket having a main focus on fitting in and being included, the following images were constructed to appeal specifically to them. We begin with a view of a dark city, dreary skies and tall buildings, all of which connotes loneliness or sadness, a main worry in the age of our consumers, thus a vulnerability. Following from this, there is a girl now pictured in the city. The age of this girl is slightly older than our intended audience to indicate maturity in our product, once again appealing to the desires of our audience and reinforcing the image of sophistication as well as fun in our brand. Her body language fits the scene as described above and also connotes being unhappy, as discussed in the lecture where images of people were interpreted. We then see a well-dressed man appear with a gift. This man is brighter than the city surrounding him, symbolizing a beacon in the dark, a symbol that reinforces the happiness of our brand. We have used the image of the present in which the perfume is wrapped to be a symbol of a key to take her to the new and happier place. The next image is the present as the main focus on the screen, indicating that it is for the girl specifically. As referred to in the lecture, the audience interprets this connection due to the intertextual relationship between the girl and the present. The girl then opens the present and holds the perfume bottle in her hands. The way that this image is constructed is as if the person watching is actually holding the perfume, an image that is more inviting and inclusive to our audience, once again reinforcing the main focus of our product and brand. We then see that the bottle is brightly coloured and almost has a haze around it in order to signify a way to a happier place. With this, the girl then sprays the perfume and the audience sees a close-up of her face. This image symbolises the beginning of her transportation.
As our character emerges from the perfume spray, she realises that she has been transported to a bright, high-spirited beachfront in Paris, which contrasts highly with the dull city streets she came from. The second half of our perfume ad demonstrates the effects the perfume has on our target market. Matt Haig from our lecture readings talks about what brands represent and their images conjured in the buyer's mind. This half of the advertisement reiterates this as it creates intangible value through the fantasy that our brand connotes. Sophisticated, with a sense of youthfulness and excitement, is ultimately what sets our brand apart from the clutter of sensual, sexual perfume ads invading the media. As the girl looks around, she sees a large group of friends playing in the water and realizes that she is sitting on the sand amongst her gossiping friends. This reiterates the idea that Le Rivage is loved by many and results in acceptance from friends, ultimately enforcing our brand idea. Within these scenes, we have incorporated a soft yellow colour scheme that encapsulates the feeling of enjoyment and an inviting situation. The aesthetically pleasing hue enables us to position the audience to accept these feelings. In addition to this, there will be noticeable background noise of the characters laughing and splashing in the water. This reiterates the idea of an inclusive group of friends enjoying themselves. We then see a close-up on the character's face as she enjoys the French sun with her friends while she is laughing and gossiping. The view then changes to her perspective as she looks around and takes in her experience. Panning over the group on the sand, then across to the group on the water, the audience gets to feel as if they are, or are striving to be, this character, which strongly enforces our main message of the ad. Refocusing back to the girl's face, the audience sees her content smile as she realizes that she is accepted as a part of this group. As the image begins to blur, the shot expands and the Eau de Paradis bottle appears on the screen as a woman's voice is heard saying, Le Rivage, Eau de Paradis, emphasizing the product.
When creating a logo for Le Rivage, we referred back to the lectures where we looked at the cars, which had air outlets that looked a lot like the fins of sharks. Through this idea of association, we based the Le Rivage logo mainly on the curves and swirls of water, so the viewer could denote that it looks like the sea, and therefore experience the connotations of calm and relaxation associated with that. To keep the idea of the beach consistent, we also used the colour blue to highlight the logo and text, and also as the packaging. Light blue is also a more feminine colour, and this, with the combination of the fancy text and smooth lines of the design, helped to position it more towards the female market. According to Marcel Danessy, manufacturer names refer to the maker of the product and the creative source of the product itself. With this in mind, and coming up with the name of the perfume, we use French words which have a connotation of being classy, sophisticated, and calming. All of these qualities complemented the idea behind the product quite nicely. In coming up with the product name, it was essential that we found a name which was French sounding, but also connoted the meaning we wanted in spite of the language barrier. We arrived at the name Odeur Paradis, or Odour of Paradise, as it sounds very much like the English translation, and is therefore much easier to derive meaning from by an English-speaking market. The main messages we wanted to communicate is that our product is sophisticated and classy, but also a bit of fun at the same time. Through the story of the ad, we're also able to communicate that through using Le Rivage, you can escape from everyday life and do the things you love. Essentially, we're trying to sell the feeling of freedom and independence, along with facilitating the need of teenage girls to be a part of a group and surrounded by friends. We believe that having these connotations with our product would help to effectively target the market of teenage girls.